In a surprising move, Lakers head coach J.J. Redick kept second-year guard Bronny James on the court for the majority of the crunch time minutes during their 130-120 victory over the Miami Heat on Sunday. Bronny, who finished with 2 points, 2 assists and 3 steals, played a total of 18 minutes, most of which were in the fourth quarter. While his numbers don't jump off the screen, the son of LeBron James made some critical defensive plays, especially in the waning moments of the game, which earned J.J. Redick's praise. After the game, Redick explained why he subbed Bronny into the game at the 7:32 mark of the fourth quarter and kept him in until the final minute. "I thought he was really good on the ball. He got a steal off the ball, but I thought he was good on the ball," Redick said after the game via Basket News. Bronny James made play of the game. Redick praised Bronny for applying the same on-ball defensive pressure during the Lakers' 122-108 loss to the Portland Trail Blazers last week. Although Bronny went scoreless in 20 minutes of that game, he came away with a steal and a block. "Now I've seen it twice over the last week or so. He was really just a force in terms of containment and physicality," Redick said of Bronny. Then he made arguably the play of the game. When Luka was double-teamed, he was the next guy, drove the closeout, got to the paint, read the defense, and ended up getting his teammate a wide-open three. The play of the game, Redick is referring to, came at the 6:53 mark in the fourth quarter when Bronny found Marcus Smart for a corner three, which gave the Lakers a 114-107 cushion. That play, among his 3 steals, earned him valuable playing time. Bronny James finishes lob dunk. The 21-year-old's only basket of the game came when he caught a lob dunk from point guard Austin Reeves with 1:19 left in the first quarter. That field goal gave the Lakers a 40-30 lead after Luka Doncic got the ball rolling with his rapid-fire start. Reeves, who finished with 26 points and 11 assists, said that he may be the first player in NBA history to throw a lob to a father and a son, referencing the many alley-oop connections between himself and LeBron James. "I've got to be the first person in NBA history to throw a father a lob and a son a lob," Reeves said, via ESPN's Dave McMenamin. "It was a pretty special moment." Incidentally, the basket marked Bronny's first field goal of the season after he went 0 for 5 through his first 3 outings. The second-year guard is averaging 0.5 points, 1.3 assists, and 1.0 steals through 4 games, while clocking 11.5 minutes per night. The most notable development from the Miami Heat's 120-119 win over the LA Clippers, which moved the Heat to 4-3 on the season, is that Erik Spoelstra has gone small once again. After playing around with Nikola Jovic and Kelly Oubre to pair up with Bam Adebayo, Spoelstra went back to his preferred method of 3 guards on the court with Andrew Wiggins and Adebayo as the 2 big men. It got the win, but whether or not it's what's best for the Heat is up for debate. Miami used a small starting lineup and beats the Clippers. With the return of Norman Powell to the lineup, the obvious swap would have been for Pelle Larsson. But instead, Spoelstra took out his favorite punching bag, and went with Powell, Larsson, and Davion Mitchell as his starters. The move seemed to free up Adebayo, who had 9 points and 5 rebounds in the first 7 minutes, but Larsson had just 1 point and 1 assist, and was -5 in his first 7:31 of action. It was when Simone Fontecchio subbed in for Larsson, trailing 24-19 with 4:29 left in the first, that Miami's offense got a bit of a jolt and Miami had a 32-30 lead by the end of the first quarter. As the Heat went through their rotations, they wound up with their same starting 5 to close out the game once Larsson, Powell, and Mitchell subbed back in with 7:24 left in the fourth quarter. Miami scored just 13 points over those final 7:24, which was just enough to get the win. It's clear what is going on. Spoelstra keeps mixing and matching in part because he doesn't have a clear and obvious starting 5 he trusts. He relegated Ware to the bench on Tuesday, and Ware responded with 16 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 blocks in just 17:47 of game time. But it seems like for Ware to be unlocked, he almost has to play separately from Adebayo. And knowing that Tyler Herro is slated to return at some point, Spoelstra is looking at what realistically is going to be his lineup once Herro returns. Mitchell had 9 assists and 3 steals, so Miami probably likes the idea of him being the ball handler and then spacing the floor with Powell and Herro. which means if Adebayo is going to play, the only other way to get Ware or Jovic on the floor is to take out Wiggins, which might not actually be the worst idea. The Memphis Grizzlies have been facing some issues with their superstar, Ja Morant, as he served a one-game suspension for in-house issues. With this in mind, it might be time to start thinking about a post-Ja Morant-era Grizzlies. Bleacher Report's Eric Pincus believes a trade out of Memphis is the best option, with a potential landing spot being the Miami Heat. The trade would look like this. Grizzlies get Tyler Herro, $8.4 million trade exception. Heat get Ja Morant. Miami has sought a star guard for several years. Morant may not be an immediate fit based on the Heat's current offensive system, but the franchise could take the risk on his elite talent on the hope that their famed work ethic above all else culture offsets any flaws. The Grizzlies clear the Morant issue and shed immediate salary. The Heat finish just below their first apron hard cap, Pincus wrote. So far this season, Morant's averaged 21 points, 3 rebounds, 7 assists, and 1 steal per game. Herro would be a bit of a downgrade, as he averages 19.4 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1 steal per game, but he also isn't a locker room problem like Morant has been. Hopefully, if the Grizzlies really want Morant out of Memphis, they'll consider this trade. Otherwise, they'll have to figure something out to stop the team from imploding.